morning. Sacred Spiritual Healer with your morning messages from Spirit for your guidance in your journey. All right. Hope everyone is well and adapting to these shifts of energy. There have been a lot of changes, right? All right. Well, let's get into it. All the cards, of course, are meditated and cleared. Anyone that's new to the channel know that genders are irrelevant. Switch the energies as you see fit. We all have divine feminine and divine masculine in us. So if I speak of a divine feminine or divine masculine, you can put it into however that resonates for your situation. All right. And anyone that wants a personal reading, you can. The information's in the link below. It's sacredspiritualhealer@gmail.com. And you can also find us on Facebook. Spirit, give us true and precise messages. Overall energy, please, of the divine feminine. Ooh, and the divine masculine. Very nice. So divine feminine. Luthus the Wild. Feeling mischievous. Number 3, body, mind, and soul. Perhaps maybe you feel, I don't know, confused, or like you are trying to balance your dark side, shadow side, and light side, but the shadow self keeps wanting to get into some mischief or thinking of dark energies. Just embrace those negative or low vibrational thoughts, the more shadow self thoughts, right? Release them to the ethers. Remember that some of those energies might not even be your own energy. It could be that of your divine counterpart going through, whatever they're going through. You may feel their anxiety, their pain, etc. This is trying to keep you confused as well, perhaps. You Luthus the Wild. He reminds me of weeds in the garden that need to be removed, things that need to be removed or released. I don't know what the name of the weed is, but when you look at him, you can see his wings here look like that weed that you find in your yard, right? And you have to dig it out because otherwise it just keeps coming back. He's got that goofy one-eyed look like, yeah, I'm going to stir some trouble. Feeling mischievous. Number 11 card, divine masculine energies. The singer of transformation. I like it. Pretty good vibe on this. Seeing or feeling like there's been a change, which that's great. That they are recognizing that energy within themselves as things changed. Listening more to their intuition, their heart chakra, their throat chakras opening, their solar plexus here is very prominent. Finding the courage and the strength to make decisions and changes. Embracing this transformation, embracing my throat. Embracing this transformation, the changes that they're going through, and accepting them for what they are, accepting them for the information coming in. Perhaps they have been receiving the downloads, of course, but maybe they were not willing to unpack them, not willing to see them as they were meant to be seen. Maybe keeping them thinking they were an illusion, but now they're willing to have the courage and the strength from their solar plexus, listening to their intuition and higher self, and accept it for what it is in this transformation. Very nice. Okay, so let's get started. All right, Spirit wants me to use this deck also for the past. So the recent past energy, I'm going to shuffle just because I'm led to. All right. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the recent past energy for feminines was the fairy who was kissed by a pixie. I like it. And the fact that you were believing in the pixies and the believing in the magic and the energy and embracing that. It's almost like every day's Christmas morning. That, I don't know, it's almost like a tickle to your soul. Right? And this was willing to accept those little things that would creep into your mind, the visions of other dimensions, the dream state that you were in, or dreams coming to mind, but knowing that you were transforming as well. You felt that transformation deeply. You felt the death and the rebirth, and have come out glowing. And in the recent past, you probably did feel like every morning was Christmas morning, because you felt like there was gifts there being given to you that you weren't sure what they were, but you knew it was something special. And listening to your higher self, you're willing to take a look at those gifts now. And again, that was recent past. So this is just a passing phase with the energies, the shifts of energy. As the lighter you get, the more light you shine. Of course, negative things are going to start coming at you, because they want to share that. They want to dim your light, right? So continue to shine your light and release these mischievous or negative, low vibrational energies. Number 9 is the Caitlin the Sylph. Very much, remember, he's gone through a transformation, so he's seeing the light. When he was in the darkest place, he saw the light that was being shown to him to give him guidance out of the darkness. He has seen the lights of his counterpart, the lights of his guides, his spirits, guides, and ancestors, perhaps, while he was going through the dark night of the soul, that transformation, the death and the rebirth. So in the recent past, while he was going through all this darkness, he still saw these images, or the light that was there giving him hope, which helped him transform, helped him in his growth. And I say him because it's the divine masculine energy, but again, we all embody masculine energy. There are some females that are actually the masculine energy in their connection. So, and vice versa. Their counterpart would be the feminine energy, even if it is a man, that just because they embody more of the feminine energy. We are all energy. Everything is connected. We just have to balance that yin and the yang. Sorry for the noise of the cards shuffling. For whatever reason, I was drawn to shuffle them. Spirit gives true and precise messages for the career of the collective that they need to know today, that they're dealing with today. Thank you. Give me true and precise messages of the present energies for the collective. Okay. I was going to take 4, but Spirit gave me 5. Like I always say, you know that when you ask for something, Spirit's always going to give you more than you ask for. Because it's a divine guidance. It's a divine timing. And when I split the deck to shuffle, I'm being drawn to show you the number 5 change about the beloved, mirroring one another, both holding connection to the heart space. And going within number 6, making that, accepting the change and moving forward from change with vision quest, going within and asking guidance from their spirit guides of what's the next step to be in soul purpose and in their mission, and celebrating, but also this is about being grateful to and giving reverence to spirits for the guidance in your journey. Okay. Again, Spirit, I only wanted 3. All right, so let's take a look at the career, shall we? Hoping for good things, lots of change, right? Positive change we want. enough of these three-party things. It's not that I get annoyed, it's just that it's like when the messages are repeat, it's like nobody's making a change. And you want to see forward movement for the collective as well as, situations for anyone, of course. But you want to help them, guide them to make changes and decisions to move them forward, catapulting them forward. So when the messages are always the same, you feel like some of the collective that are reaching, the messages are pulling the energy from, then they're not making the changes needed. So like December, wasn't December like was beginning to feel like all the messages were the same. Even when I would pull the career messages, they were still the same as what was in the general message. So it's nice to get a change, right? It's nice to see forward movement, growth, transformation. Even if sometimes we go through this transformation and then you might have that hiccup of something coming in your mind. But again, I'm reminded to tell you, it could be because they were going through transformation, your masculines. They were going through transformation in Dark Night of the Soul, death and the rebirth. So there might have been some anger or some issues on their side, low vibrational energies that you were feeling, causing these thoughts. Keep trying to lower your vibration. All right, so keep that in mind when you feel it's about the energy. You always want to keep it balanced, but go within and ask yourself, is this really something I'm feeling? If it comes in where you're thinking negative or anger thoughts out of the blue, ask yourself, is this really your energy or is it the counterpart's energy? All right, because you do mirror one another. Number 3, moving forward, emotional communication coming in, emotional decisions needing to be made for forward movement. I like it because he is, even if it's emotional, at least he's looking to the future. At least, well, he or she, at least this entity is moving forward or looking to the future, following the energy of the star, the light that we saw here. The star here is what kept them moving forward out of the darkness. And it is about 3 choices that they need to make. And will they take the high road, the low road, or somewhere in between, right? Are they going to take that low vibrational road where they felt comfortable because they didn't have to grow as a human being or be challenged? Everybody just accepted them for their low vibrational decisions they've made? Or are they going to sparkle and embrace the gifts and the jewels within themselves that they've been given and rise to the occasion, go to the high road, take the path less traveled, even if it is emotional? And it may be going out on your own, opening your own business. Guess we're not done with this card. Spirit's saying, nope, not yet. Know that you will be abundant when you choose the high road, the one that's less traveled, the going within your own business opening or going in your spiritual path, the purpose that you came here to do. You will be abundant when you follow your guidance from spirit guides. 4 of Swords. People watching this connection. Perhaps you're resting and healing. You are a bit defensive because you've got the sword here beside you. But you're hanging up for the most part the other 3 swords that you pulled from your heart. Perhaps in the past you had heartbreak, heartache, and you've removed the swords from your heart and hung them on the wall. Not as a trophy, but as a reminder perhaps of where you've been, what you've overcome. Which is great because look how far you've come. You've transformed into this beautiful light phoenix. And now it's here in the career space regarding this change that you've taken place. You're resting and healing. Don't stay stagnant too long. Don't stay down too long. Now is not a time to rest and be defensive. It's a time for movement forward. Don't worry about what other people think, other people say. If they're watching, they're just watching because they are seeing you soar. They're seeing you light up and be vibrant and shine. And they probably are a little envious because you are shining your light. You are changing. You're coming from a place of stagnancy, frozen, cold heart, to the sun melting your heart. Even if you had that heartache, it melted your heart, didn't it? Like the sun melting ice. It melted you, and you were, perhaps you cried over this situation, but tried to communicate people watch this situation in the workplace unfold. This may have been in your personal life, it may have been in your work life, or a combination, right? Because our lives intermix. Its energy is fluid. But there are many people watching you, watching this take place, watching your change and transformation with, again, the watching birds here in the background of the window. Remember that even if they're watching, even if they're gossiping, then so what? Let them talk, let them watch, because you know what? You're going to soar above the drama. Ooh, I like it. There's that star card again, star, regarding communication, guiding them. You're starting today off with the Lover's card, very nice. Being emotionally intelligent, balancing things, having your goals, visiting the 5D regarding your divine connection, that light that shines to guide you. Again, this is a lot like this card here. Even though it's dark around it, you see the light that you're focused on. And here, it's like this light is shining and blessing you of what's to come in your connection. Being playful and youthful, that divine connection that keeps you spiritually fun, like feeling fun, feeling, like something that makes you smile just at the thought of that energy, right? An end of an old cycle, and regarding something in the past that is ended, this forward movement to now, just as the sun rises and then it sets at night, the moon rises and sets in the day, and so does the cycles of our lives every week, every day, right? Certain cycles change, and this cycle is coming to an end, and it's time to move forward. The star card is here again, shining the light, guiding you, just as it's guiding you here in this card regarding this decision of emotional decision that you had to make regarding the people watching you. But also notice how bright these stars and lights are, and you have the same star and light here shining through, guiding you through your journey, keeping you giving you that passionate glow, that passionate drive to move forward, something that makes you feel childlike, innocent, that feeling of home, or very passionate as well, very romantic in some sense of the word. But emotionally, you're trying to balance things out, trying to be emotionally intelligent, using your third eye to see at things as they are, because you're realizing everything is energy, and that we create and co-create our own reality for what we want. And we are communicating this against people that might be watching, might be standing up against it. I get this because look at here, you have these birds here watching. You have this one squawking and all the eyes watching this person speak up. Communication, Page of Wands, bringing communication. And here this Seven of Wands, he's standing there with his wand of communication, standing up against those squawkers, the ones that stand against him, the ones that he's standing beside the light that guides him against those that were against him or against this connection. And the Moon card, that yes, the light has illuminated some shadow side, but you're embracing it, because that light that illuminated that shadow side has also guided you out of that shadow, out of the darkness, to help you and lead you to transformation, death and rebirth, to this new beginning of feeling like, maybe you feel like every day is Christmas morning, like the divine feminine. That gift that's within you, you know that it's there waiting for you, or not necessarily waiting in a sense of any time you want it, but it's spiritually and divinely guided to happen. But time is of the essence. You still need to make the right move. You still need to end it and allow the end of this cycle to take place. You still need to make a decision and not be stagnant. So don't think it's going to be there if you sit on your laurels, for lack of better words, because that's not what I wanted to say. Just saying. And this is just how I'm feeling like these cards go together. So perhaps this is one energy, another, and then what's coming between the two, okay? So let's take a look. Okay, so here I have the number 11 card, divine number, divine connection. Again, you have something divine going on here because you're transforming. Look at the light that shine. Divine guidance is at play. Okay, so the thunder card here always reminds me, and this, again, I channel these messages, so it's not what the book is going to say. It may be close, though. But thunder, when we see or hear, backing up, when we hear thunder, we know that we will see lightning soon. It's a warning to the lightning coming, and usually we can gauge how far away is that lightning going to hit by the sound and the loudness of the thunder, right? So this also reminds me of the eclipse, something great changing, that something very rare that occurs. But when it does occur, it has a great effect on not only the magnetic pole, but the energies around it make great effects, have a great effect. And so does the thunder here in this situation. So it's warning you that the lightning is coming, and that's what you're expecting. But in reality, it's not lightning that's coming, it's a herd of buffalo coming. So what you thought was lightning, and it was giving you a warning of a lightning strike, in reality, if you're not paying attention to what is really happening, then you're going to get run over by the buffalo. So don't allow illusions to delude you from what is really going on. Don't allow the naysayers and the people that are having, squawking about things to delude you of what is meant for you, what is coming into you like a herd of buffalo. All right, I'm going to go to this one, Spirit saying. Number 12 is a 3, the sorcerer. Divine connection. Also, this connection in the sorcerer is kind of like the magician in the sense, has all the tools within him to make the change that are needed to bring change, not only for self, but to help others change as well, to be a co-creator, to help Mother Earth, Father Sky, to help the creatures, all living creatures on the earth, and bringing honor to that past heritage that is there. All right. For your higher self. I also see here the heart chakra is wide open, the solar plexus, and your throat chakra. So speaking about, speaking up for yourself, for this connection, for the good of the earth, in order to bring honor, but also about love, unconditional love, compassionate love also, and passion. Speak passionately about your purpose. And this is like reminding me that the here he's looking past, but he's looking what he really came here to do. And he knows that it was something regarding unconditional love, something he was passionate about. So dig deep down inside and ask yourself, that your solar plexus, dig into your intuition, and you know what you're most passionate about, whether it's, animals, children, earth itself, people, healing, whatever that passion that you truly are passionate about, that always brings you joy, no matter, even if you're not being paid, right? You still enjoy doing that thing, regardless to what it's about. That passion is the unconditional love, that driving force that has something to do with your soul purpose and your mission. That's why you're so passionate about it, because it's your soul purpose. It's a part of your soul purpose. And you're meant to be in soul purpose and mission to bring honor to your heritage. And be grateful for the gifts that are bestowed upon you, Spirit saying, and show gratitude to the great spirits for your gifts as a sorcerer. Okay. Number 4 is protection. That the crow is bringing in messages. The crow brings, I'm going to set these back down for a second and come back to them. The crow here is bringing messages to you regarding the that you are protected, but something is changing, something is occurring. It's a messenger. a lot of times it's bringing that message of death, change, not necessarily death of a person, although it could be, but bringing the message about completion of a cycle, whether that's completion of a life or completion of just a cycle of energy, and speaking truth regarding it and from the heart. So when you're speaking, speak from the heart, listen to your higher self for the wisdom that comes with that, and help others to share the warnings or the message, be the messenger for spirit regarding this, regarding the cycles. Regarding, the completion of cycles on to Earth, even if it's emotional. Speak from the heart. And that's what's coming between these two energies. Okay, so here we have completion, number 9 card, about what he's speaking of, what this crow is listening to the higher self and speaking from the heart, bringing the message, being a messenger, like a page, right? Bringing the message about this completion, about all that's going to take effect in all directions of all energies, air, fire, water, earth. It's affecting, this completion of cycles affecting earth in all directions. Okay, so I'm being, this looks like a volcano here, so it's, maybe that's the messenger of these changes are emotional regarding all these changes to earth. What are they called? Devastation? Destruction? Like the volcanoes, floods, earthquakes that are occurring. They are changing. They are the effect of the changes occurring on Mother Earth. Thank you, Spirit. Because things as they were have come to a completion, and things need to change. Okay. The Rainmaker, ask Great Spirit, dance in the rain. I'm hearing dance in the 6. Be the change. Let's see. Change has occurred. Change is number 5. And number 6 is what's come after change, moving forward from change. So yes, you have changed. You've both changed, and it's time to move forward, to take the high road, right? To embrace and move forward, because this path has been illuminated. Rainmaker is the dancers that when they dance and call in the rain for the good of Mother Earth, for the good of these, maybe the wildfires, etc., just to bring it to a 3D connection there. But to know that you have, as a sorcerer, you have the power to call in the rain. You have the power to change things, to protect the earth, to protect the living creatures on the earth. Okay. Spirit goes through precise messages for clarification, please. Clarify the career. Thank you. Clarify the present energies. And the near future. What time is it? So I just want to, Vision Quest, if you're trying to make a decision, go within and ask Spirit how to make this decision. go and meditate. Imagine yourself sitting there with your spirit guides in nature, and ask them to help you with the direction that you need to make, what path you need to choose regarding this. People watching and resting and healing, know that the Chief of Shields is here. Spirit is protecting you in this decision. And Trail of Tears, yes, you have a lot to squawk about because you were frozen in time. Things were stagnant for so long, and now you're crying out about it. But don't cry too long. Just move forward. Heal. Allow the healing to take place. Okay, so regarding to both of these cards, the Lovers and the End of a Cycle, all right? I feel like they're together. Devil energy was illuminated with the moon. Some devil energy that was here. Someone was being a wolf in sheep's clothing, and it was illuminated with the moon card here, number 9. Again, about a completion of a cycle on top of the world card, completion of a cycle. Okay, and you have number 11, Justice card has come in, and to rectify this and cutting things out that were for their that were not for their highest good. Chief of Blades is the King of Swords, cutting out the BS, speaking truth, bringing truth to a situation. And regarding the Star card with the 7 of Wands, it's time to celebrate with your tribe, with the collective that you're with. Is a time to celebrate and speak your truth. And regarding the shadow side, that is regarding the things that were illuminated, were regarding this union, divine union, not just a lover situation. In the near future, Thunder card, the sun is here to shine on you regarding this connection, to bring this connection together. And with the center cards, we have Harvest and Weaver, which are a lot like the same. Number 10 is the completion, and number 5 is going to make this happen, change happen. So number 10 is the harvest, cutting down the trees that were time to plow through the fields, the corn stalks, that plow them over so that you can plant new seeds. And what is the Weaver? It's that, you can't just repair if a thread in something that was woven is snagged and makes a hole. It unravels from there all the way down. So things were of a faulty foundation and needed to start over. The Weaver is recreating this fabric from scratch, starting to build from the bottom up again so that it is stable, so it's a stable foundation. The Hermit card, number 9, again with the near completion, shining the light within themselves, using that light that guided them to move forward. And here they have the mule in the back all packed up, taking their stuff and moving forward. Okay, let's see. Advice from Spirit is the Maiden of Shield. Know that you are protected. And again, for some reason, the last couple of days, I'm really drawn to this deer. So if that means something to someone, it's a synchronicity for you, because I'm not sure why it's being pointed out so much the last couple of days. So know that you are divinely protected. Spiritualist, number 5, about the change. Allow change to occur. And again, sit in nature or meditate in your home and imagine yourself in nature. And ask your spirit guides to sit there with you and to speak to you like a vision quest, right? Be spiritualist. Be in tune to your spirit guides and embrace a connection or a relationship in the sense of closeness with your spirit guides, so that you can easily recognize the energy of when they're giving you messages and synchronicities. To dance with the fire, the coyote here, and for whatever reason this reminds me of the fire dancers, the daughter of the fire, is it? Daughter of the fire? Flame? The daughter of the flame? To dare to dance, it's a song, I'm not sure. For some reason, that's what's coming up, though, is something like dare to dance with the fire, or daughter of the fire, daughter of the flame. Okay, so moving forward, dancing with the fire here. Embrace the power is in your hands to make change happen. Fire motivates. You have the power in your hands to motivate others on their journey. Okay, the silence, again, with the go within and meditate. Sit still and listen to your spiritual guidance to help you move forward with peace, inner peace. And stop being defiant about the situation. Get off your laurels for whoever that's for, because when I get, like, every now and then there's someone in the collective, must be, that I'm getting their energy that they just don't want to make the change, they don't want to move, they don't want to do the work. Spirit's saying, guess what? You can't keep being defiant. They're coming to get you. Spiritual realm, they're coming to get you. If you don't get off your laurels and move forward with your transformation, with your spiritual gifts, with your soul purpose. Okay, and the ancestors that are around you, your ancestors, not mine, so pay attention to the messages they're giving you. Sometimes I laugh at my spirit guides, the way they come across. All right, clarity. They are giving you clarity. You just need to listen. Breakthrough. There, maybe you are just recently having a breakthrough of this information that you realize all of a sudden of how to connect and listen, and have that inner vision that is bringing you truth. Okay, number 32 is a 5, right? All about change. Things need to change. Things are changing because the masculine energy is transforming. Divine feminine energy in this reading has transformed rather. And yes, while you may have a dark, wild side right now, again, I get the energy that it's because you're shining your light so brightly and coming into your truth that negative or dark energy wants to come at you to keep you from shining your light so brightly, because you're guiding the masculine energy through change, to that transformation. And this is your truth. And you have the inner vision. Spirit's showing you the dream state. When you close your eyes or in your third eye, you've been shown visions of both your past lives, Spirit said, and of the future life. The path you're supposed to be in to move forward. Ducks, flying moon, your ancestors around you are showing you synchronicities, trying to help you balance yourself and to have certainty. Number 7, divine change, giving you strength in this change. Spiritual guidance in number 7, and giving you strength to have that clarity, to accept the inner vision and the breakthrough they're giving you, and that you're finally seeing with the inner vision the synchronicities that they're sending your way. Okay? And stone self, ancestors, inner power, true self, potential, and look at these both about inner, because everything starts with inside you, not the outside. You have to make changes inside you first. And it's inner vision and inner power. Number 4, know that you are protected. But the inner power within you, again, you are a sorcerer. You have the strength inside you. You need to listen to your spiritual guidance and know that they are giving you the synchronicities, the blessings to move forward, the wisdom to have razor-like focus. Being drawn to these feathers as well. There's 2 white feathers here for whoever that's for. But to be in your truth, but be true to yourself. You can, even if you're lying to other people, you truly know the truth. So, 1, be in truth, okay? Speak your truth, live your truth, and be true to yourself at the very least. Potential, you have a great potential, but your powers are not going, or your gifts are not going to be revealed for full usage until you are in your truth, because Spirit's not going to unveil such powerful gifts to you to be used to harm someone. That kind of energy comes from the dark side, not the light side. So embrace the light side to do good and do no harm. Native spirits want you to know the eagle medicine. Wow. Feminine energy. Your divine feminine is sending you healing energy, helping to end the old cycle, because this reminds me of winter, how things are, freeze, and it kills all the bugs and fleas, anything in the ground, right? Things that things that need to be died off, so that new growth can come in, happens during the winter. Right, so if it's cold enough, then we always say that it kills off things like the bugs that you don't want around, and it's a healing change, even if it causes it is a death, but it's a cycle. It's to heal things. Grandfather sky. Oh, beautiful. Guiding you. They are here watching you, watching over you as you sleep, as you are going through this transformation. They are shining their light, protecting you from the storm clouds that are around you. The Goddesses card. The bright future. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Be bold, Freyja. Unleash your adventurous side. Take a risk and be daring. And blossoming. You are getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process. Do not give up. An angel of emergence. It is time for the real you to emerge. Yes, that's why you've gone through the transformation and death and the rebirth. Angel of soul love. This is a very deep connection, your divine counterpart. Time to look at how you value yourself. Issues of self-love. Because in order for you to continue in a journey, you need to have self-love first. And God of conflict resolution. You are being encouraged to walk away from a current conflict. Something that is toxic and keeping you at a low vibration. Isn't that the truth? Oops. There. Okay, the angels cards. Alright, let's see what this one is. Ooh, wow. Awakening, number 12. It breaks to a number 3. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. So take a moment, not an hour, not a long time, just take a moment to reflect at how you're seeing things, how you're perceiving them. Look at them from the other person's perspective, another situation from a higher perspective, from the grand scheme of things. You have what it takes, if only you believe in yourself, thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Perfect for the... Okay, and the desire for a more meaningful life. Realizing that it's time to move on. Choosing to make a major life change. And she's got her little, this fairy has her little bag, her little fairy bag, moving down her path. She's moving towards her soul purpose. Something more meaningful. Alright, we're going to try and use these. Spirit says. Fifth house, creativity. Number 11 card, which is divine number. Creativity is your causal chakra as well, which is above your crown chakra, but tipped slightly to the back of your head, the causal part of your head. All right, creativity is that chakra. So it's Archangel Uriel. Ask for her to activate that. For your creativity. Gemini is the I think. They think a lot. They're analyze, kind of. Number 6, it's not the change is number 5, but it's that forward movement almost like, I think I can, I think I can. You know, the little Thomas the Train. Second house is owning it. Number 8, right? Number 8 is near completion, but still looking for the 2 of other cups. And what Spirit wants you to work on. Self-control, number 8, or issues of control, I just heard. Seeing things from a higher perspective, again, not needing to control other people. This person reminds me of like sending evil eye to this person, almost trying to control them with their eyes, mind, to let things like that go. You don't need to control other people. Everyone has self-will, and they are allowed to have that will. Even your divine counterpart, even with the divine, they will allow you to have your self-will. They're not going to control you in this. You choose wrong, then it's your path, your karma debt that you earn if you choose wrong. You're allowed to choose wrong, but that's why you find yourself here, right? Looking for the guidance to make that right decision. Rejoice in the celebration, number 3. All right, so this is what I have for you for your daily message. I think I've got them all. Yeah. Spirit says we're good to go. All right, so I hope you have a blessed day. Namaste.